If you're looking to start earning yourself more interest on savings that would be sitting in the bank anyway, going with a high yield savings account is an awesome option. But there are lots of them out there, so which one do you choose? As someone who's personally used both Ally Bank and CIT Bank, in today's video, I'm breaking down the differences between the two, the pros, the cons, and which one I personally use now. I will leave timestamps in this video so you can skip ahead, but first let's talk really quickly about why you may want to choose to go with a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is just like a regular savings account, except it pays you exponentially more than a traditional savings account. You can earn over 10 times the average national savings account rate by going with a high yield savings account. And this is different than a CD, where a CD you have to put your money in and lock it away for a certain amount of time. A high yield savings account works just like a normal savings account, and you can put money in at any time, pull it out when you need it, which makes this a really great place to park any savings that you have on hand, like an emergency fund. The reason why banks are able to offer higher interest rates on high yield savings accounts is typically because they aren't brick and mortar stores and they don't have as much overhead, so they can pass along that savings to their customers. Now is also an awesome time to open a high yield savings account. We know that interest rates are high for borrowing money, which is a bummer, but they are also high for savings accounts, which is where you can take advantage of opening a high yield savings account. With a high yield savings account, you aren't locking in any kind of interest rate. This interest rate can fluctuate and change, so that is definitely something to be prepared for, but you can also rest assured that you're still going to be earning yourself more in interest with a high yield savings account than you would with a typical savings account with a regular bank. So let's talk about two of the very popular high yield savings account options with Ally Bank and CIT Bank. I have been a customer of both of these institutions, and there are things that I've enjoyed with both, and then maybe some things that I didn't. And here's my personal review, and you can decide which one works for you. I will also go ahead and leave links to both Ally Bank and CIT Bank down the description box below, and so you can check them out there if you want to sign up with one of their high yield savings account options. Let's first talk about CIT Bank. CIT Bank has two different high yield savings accounts. They have a Platinum Savings and a Savings Connect account. Their Platinum Savings account can earn you 5% APY, which is super high, and their Savings Connect account can earn you 4.65% APY at the time of filming this video. Again, rates are always subject to change. The Platinum Savings account needs to have a minimum of $5,000 in it in order to earn that higher rate. So if you have over $5,000, you can check out the Platinum Savings account. If you have less than that, you can check out their Savings Connect account, which is still a good rate. So some things that I really like about CIT Bank, first off, is their high interest rates. They have some of the highest rates around. So if you are wanting to earn some of like the most possible money on your savings, then CIT Bank may be the best option for you. They are also FDIC insured up to $250,000 per person on the account, so you can rest assured that your money is going to be FDIC insured and safe there. They also have an app, which is really convenient to be able to access from your phone. You can make transfers from your regular banking institution to CIT Bank or back and forth, and also view your balance in real time there with the app. There are also no fees with CIT Bank, no monthly fees, no opening fees, so you can rest assured that you aren't going to be paying any kind of banking fees, which are so annoying, and you can just earn yourself some free interest with CIT Bank. There are also unlimited withdrawals with CIT Bank. Pre-pandemic, this used to be just 6 times that you could withdraw money each month from your account with CIT Bank, but as of right now, they do have unlimited withdrawals, so you can take your money out at any time. Now, my little disclaimer is that this is going to be the same for any high yield savings account, but it takes a couple days to transfer money from your high yield savings account to your regular banking institution, so this is just something to be aware of and know that it could take a couple days for your money to get there, which is why I always like to leave some savings in my regular banking, and then I keep all of my emergency fund savings that I'm not really planning to touch. I don't plan to have it come in and out of the bank account each month. I like to keep that in my high yield savings account, and I just make like one transfer a month. So while you do have the option to make multiple transfers, for simplicity's sake, I personally like to just do this transfer like once a month, where I add money into my high yield savings account. And I always keep some savings on hand with my regular banking institution, so I have something that I could pull from if I needed it immediately. I know it takes a couple days to transfer money from your high yield savings account to your regular banking institution, and I have shared that it is a wonderful place to park your emergency fund. So this is why I still want to have a little bit on hand for a quick emergency if that comes up. But honestly, there aren't a lot of emergencies where you would need $15,000+ all at once. And so I feel comfortable keeping the majority of that emergency fund over with my high yield savings account, knowing that I can make a transfer and it'll be in my regular checking account in a couple business days. Let's talk about some cons with CIT Bank. The first thing is that there is no bucket feature. So one thing that I really like to do in my personal budget is have savings earmarked for different purposes. So we have our emergency fund. We are also working on saving up for taxes and other fun-sinking funds as well, like vacation or a new car or a house down payment. Like, you can be saving for all these different things. And one bummer with CIT Bank is that they don't have a bucket feature to allow you to kind of split out that money. So it's just one account with that one balance. But one way around this is just keeping track of this in your budget. I use my budget in Excel. I will leave my Excel template down below, linked if you want to check that out. And I have a savings section of my budget where I'm able to track how much is in each fund that I'm saving for. And so I know that the grand total of that is what is in my high yield savings account. And I'm not worried about that being split out in a bucket feature in my high yield savings account. The other con is that you do need a $100 minimum opening deposit. So if you don't have $100, then this is not going to be the option for you, but you do need to have a balance of $100 to get this account opened. Again, they have the Savings Connect account, which you can just keep $100 in, and you could earn that 4.65%. But remember, that Platinum savings account with the higher interest rate, you need to have $5,000 to earn that 5% interest rate. Which leads me to the other con with CIT Bank is that you need to have $5,000 to earn this maximum interest rate of 5%. So if you don't have $5,000, I know that can be kind of a bummer to maybe not earn that 5% interest rate, but it definitely is a goal to be working towards as you are building your savings. So let's talk about Ally Bank. Definitely a super popular high yield savings account bank out there. And again, I've used their banking services as well. Right now, their high yield savings account can earn you 4.2% APY. This is still a great rate on your savings account, but as mentioned, it is lower than what CIT Bank is offering. But here are some other things that I really love about Ally Bank. First off, it's also FDIC insured, just like CIT Bank is with their high yield savings account, so you can rest assured that that is covered. And also like CIT Bank, they don't have any monthly fees or opening fees or maintenance fees. They also have an app which is very user friendly, and I really like their interface both on desktop and with the app. And one really great pro with Ally Bank is that it costs $0 to open an account, whereas with CIT Bank, you do have a $100 minimum opening balance. And the next reason is why people love Ally Bank, and that is with the bucket feature, which I mentioned CIT Bank does not have. So with Ally Bank, you can keep your grand total of how much you have in your high yield savings account with them, but you can also split that out so that you can have different things labeled. Like, you can have a specific bucket labeled car maintenance and have money sitting in there, and you could have vacation and have an amount sitting in there, and emergency fund. It's great if you're very visual so that you can see exactly how much is in each fund. Again, you could also do this with a spreadsheet on your own, but this is a really great feature that Ally Bank offers. Now let's talk about some cons. The first is just the interest rate is lower. If you want to earn the most money possible on your high yield savings account, then Ally Bank probably wouldn't be the choice for you. With CIT Bank's rates being right now 4.65% on their Savings Connect account and 5% on the Platinum savings, you could be earning more money with a different banking institution. Another potential con is that they only have 10 withdrawals per statement cycle, which is still a lot. Probably might not be even using 10 withdrawals per statement cycle, but that is one thing that's different compared to CIT Bank. So overall, which one do you choose if you are ready to open up a high yield savings account? Like I mentioned, I have used both, and my first high yield savings account that I ever opened was with Ally Bank. And I remember opening this account and being very skeptical, first off, that high yield savings accounts existed and that I could earn that much interest on my savings. And so I opened my Ally account and I really enjoyed it. But the reason why I made the switch to CIT Bank was because of that interest rate. I just wanted to earn more interest on my money than I was with Ally Bank. So CIT Bank is what I personally use right now for our high yield savings account. And I still do have my Ally account open with a little bit of money in there, but CIT Bank is my main account where I keep my emergency fund, and my main reasoning for that is simply because I just want to earn more interest. Like I mentioned, I think the biggest bummer with CIT Bank is that they do not have the bucket feature, but I just keep track of that in my spreadsheet, and I found that to be a great way to navigate that issue, and I'm still able to track how much I have in each of my sinking funds as well as my emergency fund. Don't forget, I will have links to both Ally Bank and CIT Bank down in the description box below, and you can check them out there if you're ready to open up a high yield savings account. I would highly recommend opening one of them because it is a wonderful thing to earn yourself some extra interest on money that you just have sitting in your bank account anyway. Also, let me know in the comments which platform you prefer using or which one you might decide to go with and what feature is the reason why you chose that bank. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more family finance videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.